that you remain standing for our national anthem, performed this evening by senior Caitlin Kessinger, accompanied by the Shawnee Mission South String Quartet. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may now be seated. Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates. My name is Colleen Bontrager, and I would like to welcome all of you to this evening's ceremony. My fellow graduates, we stand here today on the edge of our futures. All of our choices, all of our planning, all of our hard work has led to this moment, to this future, to this ceremony. However, we are not just here because of our own choices, plans, and hard work, but also because of the choices, plans, and hard work of our family, our friends, and our faculty. I would like to acknowledge that many of you have traveled many miles to be here today, and I would like to thank you for your dedication and your time, both of which have led to your graduate being here today. My fellow graduates, 4 years ago, we entered Shawnee Mission South as scared and timid freshmen, still children in many ways. We filled the hallways, fumbling with our locks and fingering through our maps and schedules, wandering about like the lost sheep that we were. Today, we leave as confident graduates, as adults, ready to truly take a step forward into the world. These past 4 years have been a whirlwind of emotions. Together, we have felt the joy of each other's successes and felt the sting of each other's failures. Together, we have felt both each other's excitements and each other's losses. Together, we have worked through the trials and the frustrations of friendships. And together, we have made stronger friends than we could have ever dreamed possible. Through these 4 years, we have gained an education and a base that will be our springboard into the future. However, we still have many more lessons before us. No matter where we are headed, whether it be to a college, a university, a trade school, the military, or directly into the workforce, we will never be done learning. Challenges are going to be in our future, but I ask each and every one of us to embrace each lesson and challenge that comes your way. Fall back on the basics. Remember that 2 + 2 = 4, and that kindness makes more friends than cruelty. And always remember that every challenge, no matter how big it may seem, always has a solution. That even the word impossible says, I'm possible. and that in the end, hard work, dedication, and passion are worth tenfold more than talent. Remember that your actions will always have consequences, but also remember that true greatness comes with taking risks, and that no good story ever came from playing it safe. Let us embrace the past and utilize the present. I challenge every one of us today to make the choices that will allow you to fulfill your potential, to make the hard choices, especially the ones that everyone else is too scared to make the choice to stand up for what we each believe in, even in the face of adversity, and to make the choice to fight for the future that we believe that the world needs. Imagine a future in which every member of the graduating class of 2017 made the choice to fight for what they believed was right. Imagine the impact that we could make on the world if even half of us stood up for what we believed was right. So I challenge each and every one of us to choose to make an impact on the future. The future is truly in our hands, so let us make the most of it. In a few months, we will be scattered across the globe, but no matter where our lives take us, we will always be able to keep the memories that we have made and apply the lessons that we have learned. We are no longer the scared, lost sheep wandering the halls. These 4 years have given us the tools to move forward, and the choices we make from this day forward will determine all of our futures. Congratulations to all of our graduates, and once again, I would like to welcome you to tonight's ceremony. Now please welcome our principal, Dr. Todd Dane.
Good evening. I am Dr. Todd Dane, principal of Shawnee Mission South High School, and it is my pleasure to welcome students, parents, faculty, and honored guests to the commencement ceremony of the class of 2017. This is a special evening for the 51st graduating class of Shawnee Mission South High School. Tonight is a celebration for these seniors and all that they have accomplished. We want everyone to enjoy this ceremony in the spirit in which it is offered, with happiness in our minds, warmth in our hearts, and dignity in our demeanor. The welcome address this evening was given by Colleen Bontrager, daughter of Paul and Teresa Bontrager. At this time, I would like to introduce our special guests on the stage. Please stand when I introduce you. Dr. Craig Denny, Shawnee Mission Board of Education. Mrs. Sarah Goodburn, Shawnee Mission Board of Education. Mrs. Deb Zila, Shawnee Mission Board of Education. Dr. Sue Adams, Principal, Brookridge Elementary. Ms. Jennifer Gill, Principal, Oak Park Carpenter Elementary. Mrs. Teddy Penland, Principal, Brookwood Elementary. Mr. Corey Strathman, Principal, Rose Hill Elementary. Mr. Greg Lawrence, Principal, Trailwood Elementary. Dr. David Conrady, Principal, Indian Woods Middle School. Mr. Paul Caldwell, Principal, Horizons High School. Dr. Ryan Fleury, Associate Principal, Shawnee Mission South. Mr. Nicholas Platko, Associate Principal, Shawnee Mission South. Mr. Michael Rasmussen, Associate Principal, Shawnee Mission South. Dr. John Johnson, Athletic Director, Shawnee Mission South. Mr. Travis Gatewood, Teacher, Shawnee Mission South. Ms. Caroline Ewing, Teacher, Shawnee Mission South. Ms. Lindsay McFall, Teacher, Shawnee Mission South. Travis, Caroline, and Lindsay were selected to be readers by this year's graduation committee. Thank you. This evening's musical selection, Omnia Soul, by Z. Randall Stroop, was performed by the Shawnee Mission South Chorale. At this time, I am pleased to introduce Hannah Underwood, daughter of Michael and Sharon Underwood, who will deliver the oration to the class of 2017.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Hannah Underwood, and I would like to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2017. Thank you to all administrators, educators, staff, and students for making this day possible. And thank you to all the proud families and friends for joining us on this special night. On behalf of my fellow graduates, I thank you all for your endless support as we ventured our way through high school. And most of all, congratulations, members of the class of 2017, we did it. On our first day of freshman year, uncomfortably crammed in the auditorium seats and still soaking wet from the pouring rain, we listened to Dr. Gillhouse speak. I remember that he stressed the importance of doing our homework, getting involved in extracurriculars, and showing up to class on time. But what really grabbed my attention was his emphasis on taking advantage of all the opportunities that life in Shawnee Mission South have to offer. Well, from where I stand today, it is clear that Dr. Gillhouse's words were true. Together in our high school experiences, we have been surrounded by opportunities to grow as individuals and thrive as a class. And reflecting back on these past few years, we have accomplished some incredibly stellar things, class of 2017. We have won academic decathlon state titles, beat East in basketball 3 times, I might add, merited the most esteemed ratings at music competitions, and spit some fire rhymes at the Poetry Slam. We have earned A's on APUSH exams despite foolishly pulling all-nighters, engraved in our brains that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, won class pizza parties for bringing in excessive amounts of canned green beans, and given our best attempt to set the world record for the most people doing the cha-cha slide. We have replicated distinguished paintings, performed in award-winning musicals, and adorned the wall with kind-hearted messages on colorful sticky notes. With the devotion of our beloved teachers, encouragement of our administrators, and guidance from our families and friends, we took advantage of these opportunities. And though these opportunities ranged from whimsical entertainment to intimidating risks, we always took advantage and gave it our all as the determined, patient, and confident students we are. And as a result, we thrived. Next year, we will face the real world. Daunting, I know. As we move our separate ways, whether it be to college, work, military service, or abroad, we will face a seemingly never-ending list of opportunities. We will have the room to grow as individuals without constraints. We will establish ourselves in new communities without forgetting where we planted our roots. But most importantly, we will receive the tools we need to start carving our paths from a raw, clean slate. It's like in elementary school when we had an assortment of Crayola crayons and doodle journals, only our supplies and our minds are slightly more advanced. There are always high school seniors who are anxious to start etching their planned path, but for the majority of us, we have no idea where to even begin. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step." It's that simple. I believe that these words of wisdom are incredibly relevant to all of us newborn adults who are eager to see all that the world has to offer. Regardless of whether you take a baby step or a giant leap ahead, simply having a starting point will help know where our paths begin and where to go from there. And of course, like all first steps, we will wobble around and maybe even wipe out on our bums. Next year, maybe A's won't be so easy to come by, or intended majors may not be what we expected. But the more steps we take, the closer we will get to the view from the top of that staircase. So when the day comes and we are ready to take our first steps, we will have faith that the success we experienced from taking opportunities in high school will lend us our balance. We will face this mysterious real world and all its challenges with confidence and an open mind. We will recognize those stair steps, big and small, and climb them with courage. We will engrave our paths in that clean slate, one stroke at a time, looking ahead to the future. The cliche is true, our lives are only just beginning. We entered this day as sage high school students, but as soon as we receive our diplomas and walk across this stage, we are newborns, full of excitement and potential. Even though after tonight we will move forward with our lives, we cannot forget our memorable experiences as Raiders. I have no doubt that I will never forget the day Rocky the Raider took down Mr. Baranowski and Dr. Dane in a wrestling match, or the time Mr. Bedetti strutted his stuff in a denim dress. We will never forget seeing our teachers eat ridiculous amounts of hot dogs or dance to Uptown Funk, but maybe that's something we do want to forget. We will always remember building extravagant floats and marching together in the first ever homecoming parade in South history. We will always remember our first Friday night under the lights, and here we are, back under those lights again. We will look back on high school and maybe even shed a tear at the thought of no more overcrowded hallways, jammed lockers, or passing periods. But most importantly, we will remember the way we thrived together with the support of so many along the way. Class of 2017, I am honored to stand with you tonight, and I feel fortunate that I was able to share so many memories with you all over the past 4 years. I wish you all the very best of luck in your future endeavors, and may your heart guide you in the direction of your dreams. So long, farewell, and remember, Raiders we ever shall be. Thank you.
On behalf of Shawnee Mission South High School, I wish to thank Hannah for her message to the class tonight. This is a special evening, one that marks the end of formal public education for our students and signifies a new beginning in their lives. We pause to honor not only our students, but also those significant individuals who have led them to this wonderful occasion, their families, teachers, and friends, without whose support their successes would have not been possible. On behalf of our 305 graduating seniors, I want to take this moment to thank all the senior parents for their encouragement and guidance over the past 18 years. Senior parents, please stand and be recognized. One of the most significant factors in the success of any school is the quality and level of achievement of its student body. With that in mind, as we reflect upon the achievements of the class of 2017, we find ample reason to be proud. I would like to share a list of these accomplishments for the class. 4 members of this class have been named Governor's Scholars. 1 member of this class has been named a National Merit Finalist. 7 members of this class were named National Merit Commended Students. 28 members of this class, by virtue of their excellent performance on the ACT test, have been named Kansas State Scholars by the Kansas Board of Regents. 56 members of this class have been named recipients of the President's Education Award based on high school grades and standardized test scores. 20 members of this class have qualified as Kansas ACT Scholars, scoring a 32 or above on the ACT. Colleges and universities across the country have recognized the consistently high levels of student achievement and academic excellence of the class of 2017 by offering scholarships to students totaling over $5.6 million. I hope you will agree this is true evidence of their excellence as a class. Just last week, Shawnee Mission South was recognized by the Washington Post as one of the most challenging high schools in America and received the Silver Award from U.S. News as one of the top 10 high schools in the state of Kansas, a true tribute to our students, staff, and parents. The challenges presented to us by our ever-changing world demand that our students learn at higher level than ever before. The members of this graduating class have performed in an outstanding manner to meet these challenges. The strength of Shawnee Mission South lies in the excellence achieved in the accomplishments of both our students and teachers. And just as we honor our graduates tonight, we must also honor our faculty and acknowledge their contributions to our students. Please join me in applause as I ask our faculty to stand and be recognized. I would also like to make special mention of one staff member who is retiring this year. Jennifer Owens, please stand. The loyalty and dedication of Miss Owens has touched many lives in a positive way, and she will be greatly missed. Please join me in recognizing this very special individual. Thank you. This evening, I would like to recognize a special group of students. 47 seniors will graduate tonight with a cumulative grade point average of 4.0 or better and have earned the distinction of cum laude as designated by their green honor cords. Seniors in this special group, will you please stand and be recognized? Tonight, we also want to recognize those seniors graduating with a cumulative grade point average of 4.4 or better. Seniors in this group, will you please stand and be recognized? These 18 students have earned the distinction of magna cum laude as designated by their gold honor cords. Congratulations. Finally, we want to recognize those students who represent the highest academic distinction at Shawnee Mission South High School. The Summa Cum Laude Award is presented to those elite students who are graduating with a cumulative grade point average of 4.7 or better. To signify this achievement, these students proudly wear green and gold honor cords, and tonight, we are honored to present them with a Raider Gold Medallion. As these top students approach the stage, I would like to ask board members Sarah Goodburn and Dr. Craig Denny to assist in the presentation of the medallions. The names will be read in alphabetical order and not necessarily in the order of the students standing in the class. Colleen Bontrager. Joshua Buss. Amelia Holcomb. Emma Stapp. Anna Trofimov. Congratulations, summa cum laude award winners. With the presentation of our merit awards, we want to recognize 3 special seniors. To qualify for this award, a student must have earned a 4-year honor roll certificate. He or she must have received recognition in at least 2 of the 3 areas in which students participate at South: athletics, fine arts, and service. He or she must have received the highest recommendations in the areas of character and good citizenship from their teachers at South. This merit award is presented to less than 1% of the senior class each year. I am happy to announce that among this year's senior class, 3 students have been named recipients of this award, bringing honor to themselves and their families. I would like to ask board member Deb Zila to assist in the presentation of these awards. As I read your names, we ask that you please come to the stage. Joshua Buss, Michael Carter, and Kenny Chan. These 3 merit winners have been awarded $500 each to go toward their college education. This monetary award is compliments of the Shawnee Mission South Foundation and their continued generosity. Congratulations, Merit Award winners. Members of the Board of Education, ladies and gentlemen, the students who will be receiving their diplomas this evening have passed all the requirements for graduation according to the laws of the state of Kansas and the Board of Education of the Shawnee Mission School District. I am pleased to present them to you for their diplomas. Now we ask the class of 2017, the 51st class to graduate from Shawnee Mission South High School, to prepare themselves for the presentation of diplomas.
Mindy Elise Absher. Justin Allen Adams. Fiona Aneth Ahmed. Jack Walter Aldridge. Carly Renee Alexander. Savannah Marie Allen. Spencer A. Allen. Ashley Jean Alvarez. Lila Alvarado. Andrew Joseph Anderson. Lauren Elizabeth Anderson. Angel Antonio Arias Franco. Matthew Stephen Arnold. Cortland Marie Ash. Griffin Philip Ashcraft. Baylor Shane Ashworth. Cosmina Rose Bax. Crimson Joy Barker. Benjamin Douglas Barling. Alexander Adrian Barron. Tucker Riley Berry. Danielle May Bates. Samantha Lee Bebo. Joseph Ryan Beeler. Olivia Annalise Biesiegel. Adam Dean Bendrick. Camilo Benitez Perano. Megan Amanda Burning. Noah Rush Augustus Burkle. Chloe K. Blake. Alex Blanco. William Glenn Blinzler. Colleen Elizabeth Bontrager. Frank Theodore Brandt. Gabrielle Macon Brazel. Carolyn Alexis Breeden. Jillian Ashton Brennan. Tatiana Patricia Briseño. Alyssa Marie Bridges. Rosanna B. Briggs. Mitchell Emerson Brock. Rebecca May Brodeen. Andrew John Brookard. Jalen Denise Brown. Renasia Brown. Spencer Paul Brown. Joshua Gunther Buss. John Patrick Byrne. Isabel K. Rose Calvert. Emily Alejandra Carballo Contreras. Corinne Joe Carroll. Jonathan Michael Carter. Anton Caruso. Kenny C. Chan. William Lee Schote, Jr. Truly Isabella Mani Chrisman. Bianca Cristofoletti. Lauren Kayla Christie. Zoe Lane Seacott. Ian James Clark. Jocelyn Elise Clark. Leslie Kobos. Caroline Jane Cooper. Kevin Isaiah Cooper. Cody G. Corbin. Morgan Page Cosart. Carter O. Crane. Sydney Noel Cross. Julia Ray Cunningham. Kirsten Irene Cunningham. Sydney Brooke Darnaby. Jacoby Isaac Davis. Noah Dean. Christian Jesus Deanda Keegan. Catherine Rosa Maria Del Cid Almacin. Nathan William DeLauder. Brittany Grace DeMars. Caroline Dietrich. Anna Nicole DiStefano. Morgan Janelle Domenico. Kelsey Dawn Duncan. Robert E. Dupin. Sage Sierra Eldringhoff. Emma Caroline Elliott. Nicholas John Erickson. Catherine Marie Escobar. John Luke Farr. Emily Rosalind Featherston. Nicholas Thomas Farron. Quincy Michael Fisher. Catherine Ann Fitzgerald. Josue Oswaldo Flores Ariana. Frida Fregoso. Devin Edward Furman. Helen Pace Folks.
Alejandro Garcia. Cameron Nicole Garcia. Caroline Garcia. Hope Elizabeth Gardner. Mia Faith Garibay. Alexander Clifton Gassaway. Nasir Wada Gaucher. Tanner Douglas Gianola. Gage Anthony Goldman. Jalen Gomez. Joshua Gomez. Alex Gorsuch. Gabrielle Shania Green. Zachary Donald Arthur Greer. Daniel Scott Greet. Dalton Thomas Grodemont. Dionne Deshay Groves. Megan Carolyn Gunter. Isabel Taylor Hadley. Kyle Russell Ham. Nathan Harold Handy Jr. Hannah Nicole Harding. William Christopher Harmon. DeLeo Christopher Harris. Jack Ennis Hart. Robert James Haskin III. Tiara Haskins Janelle. Jennifer Danielle Hendricks. Daniel Hernandez Navarro. Amelia Margaret Holcomb. Trenton Nishan Holloman. Elizabeth Ann Holmes. Olivia Leanne Holmes. Emily Grace Hopkins. Evan Anthony Howell. Sunny May Hittner. Brandon Huff. Jonathan Samuel Hune. Ethan McKay Iba. Emma Diane Jarrell. Megan Renee Jenkins. Taylor Elizabeth Jenkins. Mingyong Zhang. Claire Elizabeth Johnson. Trevor Young Johnson. Tyler Alexander Johnson. Samuel Anderson Johnston. Violet Mombi Karaoke. Kelsey Joanne Karpowicz. Jet Alexander Casper. Darlene Elise Kennison. Caitlin Kessinger. Kamo Camaro. Celeste Elizabeth Day Kincaid. Lauren Elaine Klim. Tristan Patrick Cole. Sean Kolb. Hiba Koda. Aiden Kopp. Lauren Elizabeth Crayley. Jeremy Patrick Kuchera. Melissa K. Larson. Peyton Dwayne Lathrop. Tyler Jeffrey Law. Luke Cluellen Lessard Springett. Keifan Lin. Shiloh Elizabeth Link. Olivia Jewel Love. Kaylin Grace Lovell. Muriel Ann Louise Lund. Angela Yesenia Machado. Catherine Ann Mack. Shelby Jane Manford. Malia Eden Mann. Lena Mancy. Abigail Elizabeth Maresh. Olivia Marie Mark. Jessie Lee Martin. Rakia Deshay Martin. Jovita Angel Martinez. Danielle Nicole Mashburn. Cameron Blake Maxey. Madison Ashley McAvoy. Ian Scott McCalman. Erica Danielle McFadden. Elisa Carolina McIntyre. Elena Elise Mendoza. Noah L. Meyer. Frank Ladera Miller. Jacob Francis Miller. Jade Miller. Brock Alexander Minton. Chris Morrison. Kristen Nicole Morrison. Carl Franklin Mort Jr. Keegan Riley Mold. Kyle Thomas Munger. Christian Alexander Murrell Plumley. Blair Nall. Faith Mwende Davi. Matthew Larry Niederheiser. Adeline Goldie Nurstheimer. Juliette Yvette Madeline Nguyen. Justin Allen Nicholas.
Kira Ann Nickel. Henry Paul Noland. Carolyn Sue Nuttall. Evan Layton Offit. Isaiah John Olson. Trisha Lynn Olson. Lily Jane Orpin. Claudia Ovji. McKenna Brooke Pabst. Alyssa Palacio. David Lee Parks. Christine Elaine Pasco. Nathan Patrick Payne. Matthew Curtis Peck. Isis V.S. Perez. Mauricio Perez. Jean Phillips. Adam Peter Perello. Darrell L. Pittman, Jr. Desiree Nicole Porter. Natalie Ann Prowser. Jonas Campbell Price. Arden Alexis Pritchard. Tui Niao Tun Quang. Quentin Quell. Gavin Matthew Remft. Edith Reyes Gonzalez. Cooper John Reynolds. Thomas Joseph Lewis Romberg III. Ryan Jeffrey Rigler. Jacob Allen Robertson. Taya Inez Robles. Karen Elise Rogers. Cynthia Jacqueline Romo Alba. Anthony Drake Rorabaugh. Chanel Marie Ross. Ricardo Ruiz Santana. Zachary Tucker Russell. Alexandra Rose Rutkowski. Karina Danielle Reinard. Luis Fernando Sanchez. Marin Elizabeth Sanders. Aiden Paul Sarmiento. Charles Frank Scalora. Kara Shaper. Steele Tate Shimming. Samuel Stephen Schneck. Brayman Joseph Schultz. Michaela Schrock. Paige Kathleen Schultz. Stephen Gregory Seaman. Andrew Jeffrey Searle. Daniel Wayne Self. Kyle Seth Serodio. Stella Luis Shapiro. Alexandra Marie Charlene Sharp. Jordan Ashley Showalter. Karina Nichelle Segrist. William Archer Smith. Austin Tylor Snively. Isaac Taylor Soares. Robert Solano. Jack Joseph Stahlbaumer. Emma Catherine Stop. Jacqueline Ashlyn Stidham. Benjamin T. Stoffel. Zadkiel Edward Stewart. Marifel Sunglau. Owen Maverick Swanberg. Helen Yi-Min Swan. Jack Yi-On Swan. Sabrina Janae Schwartz. Caitlin Ann Swayze. Jesse Chapman Taylor. Ashley Thompson. Tyler Edward Thompson. Bailey Elizabeth Thompson. Lydia Jane Thorne. Zachary J. Tidwell. Trevor Allen Toller. Anna Sophia Trofimoff. Alexis Marie Trout. Katie Ann Turk. Hannah Marie Underwood. Desiree Dion Upton. Juan Jose Uribe Montoya. Jackson Walter Venable. Samuel Lee Venable. Colin Joseph Wakefield. Isabel Blair Walker. Caitlin Lenore Wallace. Kiara Shea Washington. Nathaniel Lee Watson. Caroline Marie Weaver. AJ Webster. Robert Harrison Wiesner. Patrick Clark Wilkinson. Brett Austin Williams. Kieran Samuel Willis. Alyssa Tennille Wilson. Molly Margaret Whisker. Christopher Kiek Wojciechowski. Dorian M. Wooten January. Brendan Scott Worley. Veronica Claire Wright. Faith Pan-Young Zong. Jacob Stephen York.
At this time, will the Senior Graduation Committee come to the stage and the senior choir members make their way to the risers? At the conclusion of the ceremony, we will invite all family members to join their graduate on the field for pictures and congratulatory hugs. Finally, before you are declared official graduates of Shawnee Mission South, I would like to say that it has been my privilege to serve as your principal. Thank you for your acceptance and your faith in me. I wish each of you the very best in the future. I know you will do great things. I will miss you. Please stand and join our Senior Graduation Committee and senior choir members in singing the school song. Hail to Shawnee Mission South. Stand in thy fraternity. Let green and gold of raiders bold proclaim thy loyalty, so the world may know where'er we go, that raiders we ever shall be.
I don't know why you guys are throwing your hats yet. Because you all have to join me in turning your tassels right now, guys. We did it, guys! Good job. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. Thank you and good night. So